Good day, everybody. Tuesday, 27th of September 2022. Warm welcome to you all. Well, Italy has just made history by electing its first ever female Prime Minister. You would think that Planet Progressive would be in a celebratory mood. Apparently not. I have heard Italy's new government and its soon-to-be Prime Minister, Mrs. Giorgia Meloni, described as, with various labels ranging from far right to hard right to even that lovely smear word, fascist. Okay, well, who are the usual suspects labelling her this? Well, you may have guessed it, The Guardian and the lovely folks at the BB. We fixed it for Jim C. Okay, well, let's look at the labels. First of all, what is fascist? Well, I would refer back to my days as an undergraduate at University of Lincoln, where in my politics lesson it was described as one of the most misused and misappropriated terms of the 20th century. Okay, I could agree with that, as it does have this habit of being used for almost anything political that people disagree with. So, what is fascist really? Well, the best way I can pin it is a system of ultranationalism. I mean, the term fascist was coined by Mussolini himself, and he did describe it as everything within the state and under the state. By that token, it sounds particularly undemocratic, and I can't really say if this new government is undemocratic or not. I mean, it is the first government popularly elected in 14 years. All the others were either technocratic governments or the usual coalition and brokered agreements after they failed to agree upon forming a government, which is often the unfortunate case in Italian politics. So it's kind of ironic that the first popularly elected government in 14 years is being labelled as anti-democratic. Okay, well, has Mrs. Giorgia Meloni made any anti-democratic statements? Well, not from what I'm aware. I did see her giving a speech where she proudly described herself as Italian, a Christian, a woman and a mother. Okay, well, let's look at her self-description. Okay, as a Christian, does that somehow make her fascist? Well, to refer to the actual historical experience, or at least my reading of history, Mussolini himself described religion as a species of mental disease. And Il Duce was well known for his fiery, provocative speeches wherein he would challenge God to strike him dead. Hardly a model of saintly piety. I don't see how self-identifying as a Christian has anything to do with fascism. Self-identifying as a woman and a mother. Okay, well, again, fascism, I'm told, is misogynistic, that it emphasises traditional roles for women. So it doesn't seem as though they would have a woman and a mother occupying the Prime Minister's office, or would favour the advancement of women when the ultimate glass ceiling has just been broken. So, again, the label of fascist plus the historical record just doesn't seem to be adding up. Okay, describing herself as proudly Italian. Well, why not? I mean, Italy is, without a shadow of a doubt, one of the most beautiful countries I've ever visited, and all the Italians I met were all rather amicable people who were justifiably proud of their beautiful country. It's the country that gave us the Renaissance. It's the country that invented modern banking. Uh, why would anybody not be proud of this country? What is inherently wrong with being proud of one's country? I don't know. I would have to ask the usual voices of Planet Progressive to get a more definite answer on that one. Okay, well, what else did Mrs. Meloni say? Well, she did speak out against bankers. I mean, we all seem to be rather fed up of those, or at least we were after the crash of 2008. And again, let's remind ourselves that banking and financial backers do have rather undue influence in politics. I mean, most regulation seems to be rather in favour of banks, but to the expense of most average people who are generally overly indebted. Indeed, Italy does have a debt problem, and perhaps they would like to tackle this because it does seem to be an unfortunate bane for most Italians. Like I said, Italy is a fantastically beautiful country, but like every country, it has its problems. I've been told by Italians themselves that the actual unemployment rate is actually much higher than is officially reported. And there is a general unfortunate trend within Italy of young people being left without opportunity and without jobs. So, and we have had successive governments who seem to be giving more of the same. So Italians have, not without reason, opted for something different. And really, can anybody blame them? That's all I will say, because like I said, Italy is a beautiful country, but it's not without its problems. But those problems are Italian problems, and Italian problems do require Italian solutions, not Brussels solutions. I mean, Brussels solutions don't really have a very good track record. Greece, anyone? So I would really say that it's up for Italians to basically decide their own destiny and sort their own problems out. Well, it does seem that already the mood in Brussels is not particularly jubilant, with Ursula von der Leyen saying that we have the appropriate tools should they be needed with regard to Italy, should they undermine democracy. Okay, well, like I said, the first popularly elected government in 14 years hasn't even got into office, and the unelected bureaucrats of Brussels are already talking about using tools against a democratically elected government. Okay, I couldn't make it up if I tried. Well, that's all I'll say for now, but I would just say that I'm holding off all bets. I would rather see how the new government of Italy actually governs, rather than believe everything what the usual suspects in the media are saying about it. Thank you all.